Welcome. You're listening to the I'm Wired to Inspire podcast, creatively engineered by Nicole, the inspiration specialist. I'm Wired to Inspire is a powerfully packed 5-minute podcast filled with inspiration and encouragement to get you through your day. It's designed to inspire you to live your authentic purpose. Now stay tuned for your host, Nicole, the inspiration specialist, on today's episode of I'm Wired to Inspire.
You're listening to the Black Excellence Expose with Nicole, the inspiration specialist. Hey everyone, and thank you so much for joining me today on my podcast and another episode of the Black Excellence Expose, where we highlight three dope human beings of color daily. So if you guys are not familiar with this, guys, I want you to make sure that you go back and check the episode log. And we are now 23 episodes in. So I want to make sure that you go in and you find out everything that you've been wanting to learn about some great people and great moments in Black history. I'm encouraged because I learned so much about my culture. I learned so much more about my people. And I genuinely feel like God has moved and he's done things since then just from getting that education. So I just want you guys to make sure you check it out. You may find out some things that you did not know. And I've mentioned this before. One of my favorite episodes is episode 6. So go listen to that one. I think that that's going to shock you. For most people, it's very shocking to them. But honestly, I love them all. I really genuinely do. There's always some great information, some great wisdom that I was not aware of at all. So I'm hoping that that too is a blessing to you guys as well. Now, here's a little cool tip that I want to tell you about. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Tiffany Haddish. She is now blown up. She was the girl that was in the movie Girls Trip, and she's all over the place now. She was the first Black female, I believe, to host Saturday Night Live, and now she's broken another record. And I just wanted to mention that to you guys today because I think it's really dope, and I really believe that it is her season. It's her turn and her time, and I also believe that just for Black women as a whole, we are just really doing it. We are really moving past and breaking the barriers and doing things that people said we could never do. So the latest thing that I happened upon with Tiffany is that she has now become the first Black woman to host the MTV Movie and TV Awards. Now I know some of you may be like, you know what, I don't even watch stuff like that. That's foolishness. I don't care anything about that world. I don't watch MTV. And I feel you. I haven't watched MTV and I don't know how long either. But the reason why I'm saying this is because everybody has a different calling on their lives. And God will be moving and using different people to be in different arenas in this life. So I just wanted to let you guys know, no matter what that may look like for you, it is definitely something that God is going to do. Now, he is going to call in some of his secret agents. He's going to put some people in position, and you are not even going to know that that is exactly what it is that he's calling them to do. Now, I don't know what he's calling Tiffany to do, but I will say this. For those of us who are in entertainment and we do different things that are similar to that, she has already broken the barrier and opened the door. So whoever is going to be coming through there, she has already set the standard and let them know, hey, a Black woman can do this. You may not have ever done that before, but now a Black woman can host this show. And again, it may not be a big thing to you, but it's definitely a big thing to somebody. And I just want to applaud her because she's done a lot of things. She's hit a lot of feats over the last 10 months. It hasn't even been actually a year. Her breakout movie came out in July 2017 and we're just in February 2018. So she's nowhere near a year yet. So she'll be in a year. You'll see just a myriad of accomplishments she's achieved in a short period of time. So kudos to Tiffany and God bless you. And I hope to hear more great things about you. So the next thing I want to do is ask our first question of the day. And the first question of the day is this: how can you fulfill a need? Is there something that you can do that is absolutely going to put you in a position to bless someone else? You see somebody is suffering with a problem. You see that they need somebody to solve that problem. Is that you? Or maybe you're the person that can identify the person that can help to get the problem solved. Wherever you fit in, I want you to think about that. Give yourself a moment and think about it. It might not pop up right now, but think about it, because too many times we let opportunities get away where we can be of great help to other people and we don't even realize that we devalue it and we don't think it's good enough. So I definitely want you to think about that, because you never know. You really, really have no idea what God can do and how he can use you in this season and in this time, and how things can turn around, because you are the person to decide, you know what, I'm going to help these people. I'm going to actually do this, and I'm going to stick my neck out, and I'm going to see how I can fulfill this need for this person. So consider that. Think about it. You never know what God is going to do. Now, the next person that I want to talk to you about, guys, you may have heard of her before. She is a very well-noted track and field star, and she's actually from Louisiana. I'm from Louisiana, so I thought this was pretty cool. And her name is actually Evelyn Ashford. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about her right now. She was actually born in 1957 in Louisiana. Now, she ended up becoming a star sprinter at UCLA and competed at the 1976 Summer Olympics. Now, at the 1984 Summer Games, she won gold medals in the 100-meter dash and the 400-meter relay, and shortly afterwards, she established a world record in the 100. Following the birth of her daughter, Ashford came back and made a successful return to the Olympic competition as a part of the U.S. gold medal winning team for the 400-meter relay teams in 1988 and 1992, the latter making her the oldest American woman to win an Olympic gold in track. So that leads us to our second question of the day. And that question is, what have you learned that you can package and share with someone else? You could either, create some type of material to sell, or you can go and volunteer your time and share your wisdom. You can take up some mentees or talk to some of your mentors and figure out how you can package what you have. But let me tell you, there's a wealth of information on the inside of you, and you don't want to just sit on it any longer. You want to put yourself in a place where you decide, you know what, this is what I want to do. I want to help other people, and I want to take the information that I have, and I want to do something with it. Don't ever discredit what you know. Just because you don't think it's everything, it's in your mind, so you don't really see the value of it sometimes. It's somebody else who will actually need what you have, and they will literally see the value as gold. You may not see it like that right now, but they will literally look at you and say, man, listen, you are so amazing. And I really, really, really would love to pick your brain. I really, really want to get that information that you have. I really would like to, take that and do whatever it is, that I can with it, so that I can advance what I'm doing. So I want you to think about that. Definitely think about that, because you just never know how God can use you. Now, I'm going to take you to the last person of the day, and her name is Miss Lucy Terry Prince. She was a renowned poet and speaker. Okay, and she's also known as the first African American poet. Wow, that's pretty awesome. She actually was born in West Africa in the early half of the 18th century. Captured by slave traders when she was a young girl, she was brought to America and eventually became a part of the Wells household in Deerfield, Massachusetts. In 1746, Prince composed the poem Bar's Fight, the earliest known piece of literature created by an African American. Upon marrying, Prince achieved her freedom and had 6 children. Renowned for her oration, she died in Vermont in 1821. Wow. So check that out. Lucy Terry Prince, the first known African American poet. And she's a woman. Who knew? I didn't even know. That's amazing. So, y'all, I really like these stories. And the podcast, I'm just talking to y'all like we in here chilling, hanging out. And that's how I feel, talking about the different people that are operating in excellence. And I just want to make sure that you are encouraged to do the same. And that leads us to our third and final question of the day. And it's simply this. What is your authentic purpose? What is your authentic thing about you that will inspire someone else to operate in excellence as well? Do not discredit who you are. Do not discredit and despise your small beginnings either. Do not allow the enemy to make you think who you are and what you have is not good enough, because it's not true. Okay? It is simply not true. So whatever it is, that you do uniquely, because there's so many people doing so many things. Do it the way God is telling you to do it. And once you figure that out, you're going to see that there are going to be so many people that you can help in the world that never crossed your mind. When you position yourself like that, you're going to see God open doors that no man can shut. I'm wired to inspire. I hope you are too.
Thanks for listening to I'm Wired to Inspire podcast at I'mWiredToInspire.com. If you enjoyed the show, spread the word and be sure to hit the 5-star rating on iTunes. For more information on this podcast and inspirational products and services, log on to the inspirationspecialist.life or imwiredtoinspire.com. And remember to live your authentic purpose. Thanks again, and see you next time.